All right, here I think this is the perfect time for this product to now exist. What is this? This is a battery maker's starter kit, right? So if you've been thinking about getting into making a battery, if you're interested in playing with batteries, if you think you're gonna want to build one or something, I know the task of doing that could seem daunting because there's so many ways to do it. There's so many different places to get stuff to make them, right? So anyways, I am just one of those places, and I've been selling a bunch of these things. There's people who are building, everything from like little things to power, like, automated vehicles, like all the way to like full-blown power walls, right? And that's the beauty about this system, is that it's scalable, right? So you can do a little battery pack, or you can do a giant battery pack with it, right? So I offer it in kits so that you can buy them in 10, 25, and 75 quantities of these boards and stuff. And, I know that for a lot of people that haven't gotten started building batteries, that might be too much. And so this is the way that you can quickly and without much money, you can get started. This is a starter kit. It's one board, and it includes the batteries, and it's going to include your little battery management system. We'll go through that right now, but it's like a little thing. And then just a little bit of hardware and stuff so that you can build your first small battery system, right? And all you'll have to get and source from Amazon is this guy, which is the charger, right? Just a quick little charger, and a load. And a load could be anything, right? Anything 24 volts would be good. But universally, something that is useful to almost everyone these days is a USB charger, right? And this is a quick charge 3.0 USB charger, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And you pretty much don't need almost any tools. You need maybe like some pliers and I think some pliers. That's about it. You should be able to get everything done with some pliers, right? So let's get started. Let's build this. Just put it together and then show you what you can do with this. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the board here. This is just a standard populated board. As you know, I've been waiting for a long time for this, and they're finally here. Starting this week, we will start offering these. So you get that board, and it's already populated. You don't have to do anything. So you get your batteries. Oh yeah, and the batteries here are the famous Revolt batteries. Yes, they do still exist. It's just not enough for me to offer them and sell them because I can't reliably import them into the country. But I have, I have about 1,000 of these cells, and figure I can sell them as a kit together like this. If eventually, once I run out, I'll figure out, probably I'll have another source of good batteries. So here's what you do. You populate the batteries here, right? Super easy. This is positive. It's marked positive, negative. The boards are marked negative, positive. So you just do it. You start by the first side. Bam. Second, make sure they're all the exact same way. All the positives go on this side, all the negatives on that side. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. That's it. Right? So then you'll take your little cable. This is a little ribbon cable. Oh, is this correct? Yeah, this should be correct. You plug it into the cable there, and then you grab your little what is this thing? LiPo battery voltage tester. That's what that is. And I think the positive is on this side, the blue cable, or on the one on this side closest to the positive. And oh, here's the thing you'll have to do. You'll have to cut one of these pins. So you'll grab some kind of pliers, sort of like these guys. You should have some of these, and then cut the very most positive pin, right? This, it's labeled in here negative, positive. So you cut the positive one, and the reason is because if you don't, then this won't go in here. Oh my god, yeah, that thing is super loud. And this, the reason for this is this guy is gonna let you know if there's any problem with these cells, right? And you heard it, it's super loud and annoying, and that is a good thing, because if anything happens with these cells, you want to know and you want to be able to do something about it. So here we go. It says all 28.8 volts, 3.9, that's number one. Number two, 4.17. Number three, 4.2. 4, 4.18. 5, 4.22. 6, 3.99. 7, 4.13. All 28.9. Okay, so they're not perfectly balanced, right? But that's okay. You know, they're fully charged right now. There's variance and stuff. I didn't pay attention whatsoever with how these were balanced or not. So what you can do to balance them is you can get yourself a charger, individual cell chargers, and you throw that one in the charger, let them charge all the way to 4.2, and once they're fully charged, then you put them in here, and then they should be charged. And if these are all healthy cells, they should stay you know, together without drifting aside for a very long time. So that's one way to fixing these. Most likely you're gonna get cells that are exactly at the same state of charge. I've been playing around with these ones, that's why they're a different state of charge, but the ones that I will include in this kit are brand new from the box. I'm going to take them out, put them in this kit, and then ship them to you. So they're most likely going to be discharged or about 30 to 40% state of charge, which is like 3.4, 3.5 volts each, right? Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do here is going to grab this hardware. These are like little plastic things. I don't know, perhaps you should have done that before, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not that hard. All you have to do is put them in here. Yeah, perhaps this is a step that you should do before, because this will prevent you from putting it on the table. These are just like little legs at this point here, so that if, like, I'm on a wood table here, so there's no danger of shorting anything out. But if you're some kind of metallic place, a metallic surface, then this could short out, right? But if you put these little legs here and they're plastic, then it holds your board up, and then it just prevents you from making sparks. There you go. You put this last one right here, then that one here. Now don't tighten these too much, because we're gonna do some other things with these screws here. But there you go, right there, sitting there. It's nothing's touching the ground. Okay, so now this right here is so that you can solder in the port over here if you want to. You can use a bunch of things for this. This is optional, right? I don't include it in there, it'll be in there. But here is the only part that you almost have to work for, is this little connector here. This is a just a barrel connector, and then it's got two little terminals. And you know, I couldn't find this with the with ring terminals on it already, so that's why you have to do this work, because I don't want to do it, but you have to do it. It's simple. It's not very hard. You don't need any specialized tools or anything. All I'm doing is just I'm just doubling it up, because this is really thin cable. So you have to press the these ring terminals there, and they make correct crimper for this, but I don't have any. So if you're like me and you just literally have a regular set of pliers like these ones, you can still use them. It's kind of a hack way to do it, but you know, if you have the right crimpers, which by the way, it's only like, you can get some for like $5, right? So it's not a big deal. And if you want to do it correctly, yes, I applaud you for that, because doing stuff correctly goes a long way. So there you go, right? This is a little plug in here, and the reason why you want that in here is because that's where we're gonna put it on here. The positives over there, the negatives over here, right? So what you do is, once again, you take this over here, take it off. Alright, there we go. And then you do the positive. Here we go. Then you put it on there. Again, I'm not going to tighten it because we're going to install something else in there. This one. The negative. Come on. Okay, there we go. Right? Don't tighten it because we're going to use it. You're going to install something else in there. But this would be your charging port, right? And your charger, you're going to have to buy it. You're going to have to go to Amazon and order it. I'm going to put a link to this guy. This is a charger. There's a battery charger, and it happens to be a 7S charger, exactly the right size and the right voltage that we need. What does it say here? Man, I can barely read it. It's 0.8 amps, so 800 milliamp output at 29 point whatever volts, right? 29 point and a half or something like that, which is great because at 800 milliamps these batteries are not being overcharged. So what you do is, of course, then you plug this in here. Wait a minute, is this correct? Let's see. The inside one is positive, the outside is negative. There we go. And we have a little light. So if you were to plug this into the wall, then it'll start charging this battery, right? And then if any of these cells fall out of line and they're too high, then this guy will let you know and start screaming, and then you can do something to fix it. Okay, so the next thing is going to be your load, and your load, like I said, is this guy. Also, I'm going to put a link on this for Amazon so you can get it. And the cool thing about this one is it already has these little ring terminals. They're a bit big, but it's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Settle down. Settle down. Don't lose your cool. You do it right or don't do it, crowd. Okay, here we go. So what you can do is you use those again to put it in there. Here's the thing. You might want to put it on the bottom and then put this one on top. Yeah, that's a better way to do it because of its oversized issue that we have with that guy, right? So here we go. Tighten that guy. Oh no, did I ruin it? Don't over tighten it. Yeah, I think I ruined it. Okay, maybe that's a good thing that happened, because we don't want you to do it. I have more of these, but if you don't, then you're in trouble now. Okay? Yeah, these are plastic, so they break easy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I just cranked that thing up. Let's get another one. Here we go. Let's try that again. Don't break yours. Okay? Learn from my mistake. There we go. So now let's do the negative. There you go. So it does a little spark there for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it sparks. It's not like it's... Oh, maybe because it's got some capacitors. This guy's got some capacitors, so it does a little tiny spark. You could disconnect it over there if you don't want to deal with that little spark. I get nervous around sparks too. But also, if you do that, you gotta make sure that that loose cable doesn't touch anything else that can short out. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. There you go. So we have a complete system here. Let me tell you, that is a full battery systems. Let's connect this to charge it, and we plug it in, and now this thing should be start charging it. Here I have my iPhone. I know, don't hate me, I use an iPhone like half of the world does. Actually, no, it's less than that, it's half the world. But anyways, here's the cable. We plug it in here. Bam! It's being charged now. See it? The little light turn on and it says it's charging. Yeah, you can charge this fast charge. It's gonna quick charge your device. You can charge an iPad, a big tablet. You can do 2 at a time. And then it tells you the voltage here so that you know. Once it gets down to what, 3 times 7 is 21 volts, then I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if this would stop, but around that voltage, then this definitely is gonna be screaming at you and saying, hey, charge me back up. And so then you would have to you know, do something about it, charge it up or something. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is just so that you can get your feet wet, right? So you can get your hands dirty. I don't know how else I can put it, you know. This is just so you can get started. It's a starter kit. It looks kind of a bit messy, but you know, here you go. Put it in a box. And the beauty about this is that it's scalable, right? So if you wanted to, you can keep it like this, put a box on it, put a thing on there, put the plug on it. You know, it's like, yeah, dude, get creative as to how you house this, right? If you want to keep it this way. This is 7 cells. These are 2600 milliamp hours. So each one of these ones is 10 watt hours. So there's 7. So this is about 70 watt hours. This is about almost very close to as big as a pack that you can take on a plane. Anything more than this and you almost can't take it. So if you were to put 2 of these boards, that's the other beauty. It's scalable, right? You put some standoffs here, right? And then you add another board, and then this cable you connect it to the other one, and then you put this. Now all of a sudden you just parallel another 70. You're up to 140 watt hours battery pack. And now all of a sudden you can't take that on a plane. It's too big to take it on a plane, right? But you can carry it around, do whatever, charge your phone. It'll last you extra, you know, twice as much. You could add a third board in there with more batteries. Now you're somewhere around 300 or something, right? Or 250 or something like that. And you can keep going. You can add 1,000 of these boards, and then you have a really large battery pack. Resembles something like this, right? Something like that. That is right there essentially that same thing, except it's much bigger. I was working on this one, never finished it, but this one has 9 of those boards plus a BMS, right? This is slightly different than the one BMS that we are using in this project in here, but yeah, this is you know, this is what that could grow into. Or you can keep it small, right? This is the same thing. I'm going to have 4 USBs here, and then these are things so that you can connect into a inverter or some other 24 volt load, right? So I will finish this project soon. It's just I wasn't ready. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen for that thing to be able to upload that. But this is ready. Get your starter kit, right? Here's the cool thing. This is going to be on the website. You will be able to get this. I don't know what the price is going to be. I'll figure it out. And you'll see it there. But this whole thing started because I was trying to figure out what to do with a bunch of old first generation boards that I have. And I have bins and bins of old reclaimed battery cells. And I'm like, I don't, you know, these are not good to sell. I don't want to throw them away because they're not trash. But, you know, what can I do with all these? And so, bam, the idea came. I'm like, why don't I pair both of those? Boards that I can't use, but they're still good. They can still teach people. They can still help someone kind of understand the concept of building a battery. And I have a bunch of old batteries. So this will be the version that I am going to give for free. Right? I'm going to offer this ones for free in my live streams. What live streams, you ask? Well, every week, you know, about Monday-ish. You know, sometimes I miss. Sometimes I've missed for months at a time. But the idea is to try to be regular and go to every Monday, go in a live stream. And so there I've been giving away batteries and, you know, stuff that I review and stuff. I just you know, give it to the viewers to kind of, you know, show appreciation for you guys. But I will be able to give these, and probably I'll give a few of these every week to people that are interested in getting. So if you're interested in purchasing one of these, go to the website, click on the link below. If you're interested in, you know, winning one of these, just go to my live, you know, chats. There's one coming up tomorrow. Tonight is Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to be going live somewhere around 7 or 8 California time and stuff. And also I will start going live on my Facebook group. I have Jehu's DIY Batteries group on Facebook, and I will start giving some of these away there, right? So there you go. This is the starter kit, the PCB starter kit. Get your hands dirty and start procrastinating. Build yourself a battery, because we're going to need it. You're going to need power. When they cut the power, you'll be ready. All right. See you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.